I would prepare for your ceaseless battle.
I agree. Prepare for your ceaseless battle with your Prime Gaming as we get into Division E of Nexus Gaming Series. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Bahamut. On the left-hand side, it's 30 Seconds to Mosh with a Falstead, Varian, Blazandu, and Junkrat. On the right, it's going to be Yavapai, Municipal County, Swim Club, Meme 1, Fantastic Story.
10 seconds.
Or Swim for short. They're going to have a Muradin, Artanis, Brightwing, Tassadar. They only drafted 4 heroes. Kind of crazy, but we'll see how it all works out for them. Let's get that gamble going for all of you. Muradin is going to go into the quest at level 1, and basically you get 1 stack per auto attack on enemy hero, but if you Stormbolt an enemy hero, and they die within, like, what, 3 seconds, you get, like, 10 stacks or something crazy. So the gamble to all of you, it's kind of low, but we'll see what happens. Will Muradin have 69 or more stacks, 68 or less? So there you go. Every time Muradin hits an enemy hero, basic attack increase, Stormbolt. We're just looking at the number that's going to be right here. But if they're killed within 3 seconds, you get 10. 10 extra damage, which actually might be more than 10 stacks, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, someone freed Harrison Jones? Oh my god, Division E is the best division on the face of the planet. Someone freed Harrison Jones, chat. Someone in Division E actually freed Harrison Jones. Best division. Hey, Tessa. 420 to 420.
We're dead.
Oh, wrong button. We need to find out who it was. I don't think there's a way for me to do that. Don't think there's a way for me to do that. All right, looks like it's going to be 420 to 420 on our gamble. All right, take it. Muradin currently on 0 stacks. Arsenal Synergy for the Dragoon. We've got 8 stacks for the Falstad, currently on Gathering Storm. Top lane, Raka is going to chase onto Shan, but that's going to be it. Mr. Bandy, you're so good, bud.
That's a lot of nuts!
So, level 4 is slightly faster. Nice force wall into Moby 1 here. Tassadar throws a Sonic Storm down. Did go into Psy Infusion level 1. Stormbolt from Muradin not connecting. Okay, it's 420 to 420. A very simple gamble. Artanis with his immature opponent. Couldn't remember the name. Kept wanting to say Arsenal Synergy, which is not correct. It's literally that one right there. Dragoon in top is managing things. Raka in top is also trying to help out. Nice jet propulsion. Good, decent damage into Phoenix here as Junkrat does go down in bottom lane, or actually it was in a rotation. First blood over the side of Swim, and Muradin only has 1 stack. Next objective is up and available. You know what we could do for a sub-goal? Is... we could do like story time with Bahamut, and I could go through a bunch of the different photo folders I have, and I could tell you all different stories. That might be a fun sub goal in the future. Have like a little, like we could do like some Heroes of Stormcasting, and then like tell you all stories between, like some short stories with photos in between. Because I used to take a lot of photos, so I have I have a lot of random photos from middle school into late college. Muradin Dwarf tossing in. Decent damage onto the Brightwing. She does go down first. Born to Shine, unfortunately, will be picked off as well. It's a healer for healer trade as Hunter X gets the concussion mine out. No displacement as Muradin lands the Stormbolt. Moby-1 getting low, but I don't think he's going to get that stackage from the kill. He does get 1 more auto, and that'll be 10 stacks for the Muradin currently. You should read it to us like a picture book. I could do that. I could do that. I mean, I could show you the picture of something and be like, all right, this is the night that my old camp fling, Emily, showed up to my house with her friends, and we played beer pong with Brandon. That was a really fun night. Emily's friend was all over Bandit. Not Bandit. Brandon. God dang. What's going on with me? Swap from the Artanis onto this Varian who's doing his best to back away. Sun has the Leap of Faith, the captain getting chunked by Tassadar. Meanwhile, on the top, Shan and Raka having a 1v1. Who's going to come out on top? It looks like Shan, with the auto attack build, is forcing Blaze to back away. And Siege Giant camps will be traded, while our next objective phase will be popping up in the bottom of the map. For those of you who don't know, Sky Temple first and second objective phase are standardized. First is top and center, the second is singular in the bottom, and then we start getting into the RNG of doubles and singles around the map. Until they did something questionable, until they suggested doing something questionable after dark. What, like going to Myers? There's no S, but that's how you do in the Midwest. It's Myers, not Meyer. That was a common thing for us to do. Flight up towards mid lane. Gonna catch this experience really quickly. We do have Blaze managing top. Has to Hearth back as it looks like Phoenix was able to produce some decent damage. Seven-sentence story structure. Oh, by the way, did you, Gato, I've been waiting for you to actually pop into chat. Did you read, Aeronaut's Windless yet? Because I'm like halfway through it, and it's been pretty interesting. I haven't finished it yet, but it's been pretty good. It's been pretty, yeah, the new one, the Aeronaut's Windless, the Jim Butcher book. It's been pretty decent. I'm like 400 pages in or so. Should be able to finish it up sometime this month, and then I can start book number 2 of the Kingslayer Chronicles. I'm so excited to start that up. Raoul. Raoul's pretty cool. I do like Raoul. Ooh, that's a good barrel rolling from Falstad. He gets the gust into the enemy to try and displace things a little bit. Meanwhile, Shan is going to chase down Born to Shine, looking for the light bomb value. Actually gets a ton of self-healing. Falstad's the one to go down on the lower side of our screen. Born to Shine almost going down, 90-something HP, able to tap the well and get some heals out. But this is going to be a triple kill over to the side of Yavapai Swim Club. I love Michigan because he was too close to Ohio and Skyline Chili. Do you know honest to God, one of the biggest reasons I moved out here was because the amount of days of sun you get, but also the mountains. Like, I absolutely love the mountains. There's something, like, so calming about being in the mountains to me. But also, yeah, Skyline Chili's, I couldn't be around it. Have you read Cat's Eye Gomez? No, I've never heard of it before. I really liked Name of the Wind. I really liked the Southern Reach trilogy. I really loved the Southern Reach trilogy. I absolutely was engrossed by by those 3 books. I read Cosmic Banditos. That was really interesting. All over the place, but it's supposed to be like a Hunter S. Thompson type book. But it was interesting for sure. And it's nice and short, so it was like that was a nice kind of quick read. And then I got a bunch of Bloodborne comic books or graphic novels, and those were pretty good. I'd say the first one's probably the best out of all of them that I read, and I have 4, I think. But it's cool. Like it's an author and artist, and I think they're taking some creative liberties, but I think they're mostly basing a lot of the stuff around the lore of Bloodborne. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of like I see stuff and I'm like, oh, that's familiar. The dog in Cosmic Banditos is my favorite. I'm forgetting the dog's name off the top of my head, but the dog is my favorite character in that book. It's not a talking dog, chat. It's just a dog it gets into hijinks and stuff. High Pockets, that's the name. High Pockets, yeah. Alrighty, double objective phase coming up. Seems like Yavapai is controlling Sky Temple map number 1 fairly well. So we'll see shots. This will take down top fort, and then the shots will focus on the mid keep since we're in mid lane. Bottom lane might be traded here, but realistically, Yavapai's swim, they're ahead. and trading is beneficial to them. Like, yeah, you're gonna be losing some damage into the fort front gate. Maybe you'll get maybe you'll lose some of the fort. I don't think the whole thing will go down. Granted, Falstead's joining in for the siege, so yeah, they might be able to confirm the actual structure. Muradin, 31 stacks, mind you. 31 stacks for the Muradin. He's going to be delayed, or he's going to be dismounted in the rotation from Junkrat's extra wound timers just to be able to zone and get vision. Mid lane keep. The front gate is going to go down. Especially when the farts are... Yeah, the high pocket farts are perfectly timed. Mid lane keep's going to be dropped down to around 50%. Bottom fort did go down. Fort front gate will fall, and maybe a shot onto the fort here on the side of Yavapai Swim, but they're not too worried about this. There's going to be a fight in mid. Sarah Lynn on this Artanis is going to get gusted away. Planet Cracker from Phoenix does stuff. Bombs away. It's a rocket ride, and Artanis is fine. I looked up the bracket. No, I know that, Kalis. That's why I was asking Twitch chat, because there's a couple people in Twitch chat that legitimately know the name. Ektar, who just showed up, did a bunch of timeouts, got yelled at by the streamer, and then disappeared. Yavapai County Municipal Youth Center Chess and Swim Team. That sounds correct. I never can remember their name. Boss for the bottom, Siege Giants as well, stolen away on the left-hand side, 16 talents here advantage. And it seems, for the time being, that Yavapai are going to be leaning into a bottom lane siege. And Blaze Junkrat are going to hearth out a top. They got a decent wave onto this fort. Granted, there's a counter wave coming, and minions don't fixate onto structures like catapults do. That just showed up all of a sudden, but either way, Boss is going to slam its way through the keep front gate. Falstad hammering, poking out. He actually went secret weapon for the extra poke range, and now realistically with... Oh, no, this is not going to take him that long, and he's still 25 seconds to go. Top lane fort, as I mentioned, will be saved by the incoming minion wave. Not too bad. 3 to 7 in kills. Right side camp. This vision will be seen as they're going to grab this, so they'll see this vision swap over, so they know some enemies are nearby, but it's not that big of a deal. Siege Giant camp still in bottom lane. Single altar in the center. Seems like this will be a fight over. Fight over the center temple. Tassadar starts things out. Jet Propulsion actually from Blaze is going to be the real starter. Muradin Dwarf tosses into the back, split by a gust from Falstad. There's a blind onto a few of the enemies with suppression pulse from Artanis. Muradin activates Avatar. Blaze is the one to go down. Planet Cracker being thrown out as well, and it makes a big beam that Moby1 walks right through. We've got Artanis closing the distance with some twin blades, but he's not able to get a kill off of that. NGS has some great matches. Oh, they absolutely do. NGS has some great games. Sometimes you get, like, absolute barn burners, and sometimes you just get a wash, and, you know, it happens. This right now is looking like Swim is having a dominant good game number 1 in this best of 3 series here in Division E, and they're going to get the double temple shots. Actually, mid is going to be finishing out. Top shop will be taking down Keep. Yeah, there's so many shots left, and we can actually check this really quickly. Temple shots are currently dealing 650 damage into structures. Yes, if you did not know, you can check the temple shots as a caster. And they do scale. They do scale... I don't know if it's per temple phase or per minute. That I don't know about. I'm assuming it's going to be per phase. 3 to 8 in kills so far. Level 20 is a level and a half to go for Swim. Muradin 35 stacks currently. Last shots go down into bottom lane keep. Boss and bottom is 155 away, so around 15, near 16 minutes in game time. I'm rounding up on some of those numbers, so off by like 10 or so seconds. Starting to have some discomfort in my leg here. Trying to stretch it out. Alright, well there's gonna be an attempt to push in onto top lane fort. Muradin's rotating up from mid. Tassadar throws out a Psionic Storm. He's going the Psionic Storm build with Psychic Shock. Psychic Shock? There you go. Words. Boss up in 113. Oh, they're flying. I thought they were flying in for the minion wave down here, but no. Getting Siege Giant Camp. Chattering Teeth scout out the enemies. So does the Vision that Muradin's about to deny. Junkrat managing mid. Ooh, 30 seconds to Mosh. How are you handling things? Looking for the invade before level 20. Suppression Pulse to start things out from the Artanis. Black Hole from Tassadar. Light Bomb from the Anduin. Camp is going to be swapped into from the Artanis. Planet Cracker coming across from mid lane, and that does stuff. It actually, nope, no level 20. Actually, level 20 is just now being picked up, but even then it's Singularity Charge. No upgrade on the Kamehameha Beam, and goodbye on to Varian. 50 stacks for the Muradin currently. Bottom lane shots confirm the keep, and we'll get about 50% of the core HP, I think. What's up, Kaimo? Good to see you. They don't scale? Maybe I'm crazy. I thought I saw them scaling. Or maybe it's a different scaling mark. I'm not sure. But it still says 650. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't scale, or maybe the scaling is different. I'll have to double check next time I cast Sky Temple. Bum 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 bum. Brightwing actually gives this, and she's gonna, well, she leaves the objective, not giving it. Still 20 talent to your advantage. No Varian for 10. Falstad just got back, so no Gust potential. Half a level to go for 20. So boss, yeah, this is looking, I wouldn't say it's checkmate, but it's definitely looking like it's check, and they're pronouncing the M in mate. Checkma. And this is a lot of shots into the core right now. Oh no, it does scale. There it is, 730. It must have been per minute then. It must be per minute then. Or maybe not per minute, but it might be a, like every few minutes or something like that, the scaling. But yeah, you can't give this. I think you lose the game if you give this. I mean, bosses, yeah. I think that's GG. That's... Alright. Oh, wait! No! 6% core! Meanwhile. No Unconquered Spirit level 20. Mind you that. 6% left on the core. Not like this core, essentially. That's what we're calling them now. Granted, usually not like this cores are, you know, the team gets wiped. That was just temple shots, so... Close to try and end, but not enough. Muradin getting chased down the left-hand side. 50 still stacks for him. But, I mean, there's some big gambles. I mean, it's a 420 to 420 bet. It's, you know, big money on the line here. That's like a highlight your message, or, you know, you could get a hydrate for Bahamut. They're just going to try and end. They're just going to try and end this. And I don't blame them. And I think this might have been scouted. Wrong vision. I was like, why am I seeing too much? Junkrat, Anduin showing. So I'm just literally trying to get the idea of what players are seeing and how they want to approach this. Oh, there's camps to be grabbed, so camps will be grabbed. Interesting. I actually thought they could have just ended, but looks like they'll wait for temple phase and just end through objective. I mean, this is the safer, slower play. You literally put everyone on top and you win. Literally put people on top and win the game, or mid, or wherever. But it's 20s on both sides. Wind tunnel's a big factor. Censure Anduin, Fortified Bunker, Glory of the Alliance, and Cannon Bowls. Enemy shows that they went to top, so Swim goes to mid. Varian's alone in this. Stormbolt connects. Shockray as well. Gust Wind Tunnel from Falstad. Bottom lane has Siege Giants coming through. Big black hole from Tassadar. He went into the Force Barrier level 20. Falstad getting low. Muradin gets the kill. 63 stacks for him right now. 64 trying to chase onto Falstad. Could turn onto Anduin here. Lands the Stormbolt. Chastise goes out. Over here, there's a fight, and that'll be the end of things as Planet Cracker is used. Muradin, 68 stacks, 69. No, I didn't get the auto! Oh my god. I know it's not that big of a gamble, but still. He literally was mid-auto attack animation for that 69th stack. Literally mid-animation. And the core falls. GG, well played, 68 or less. Kalis, you don't have any points. Relaus? I think that's how I say your name. I'm sorry for messing it up, or, well, actually, not really. I'm not really sorry, because that's now how you pronounce your name properly. Thanks for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content, bud. My points. I actually don't know where you gambled, so... I went -0. Oh, man. Yeah, Kalis' points just... Alrighty, okay. Oh, we're dropping frames again. At least it wasn't during the middle of the game. So we gotta wait a few seconds here, wait for these frames to level out, and then we'll get into map number 3. Okay. Hello, frames. Why would you like to stop dropping, please? Stop. Drop. Shut them down. Open up shop. Do. There we go. We're back. All right. Frames are done dropping. Okay, Gordon of Terror. Ooh, there's an Asmodan. Ooh, there's an Asmodan. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Is the Asmodan... Yeah, we're gonna do an Asmodan gamble, chat. We're gonna do an Asmodan gamble. How about it? How about it? Ads are okay, honestly. Let's not worry about ads currently. Let's just ignore ads. How does Asmodan finish base stacking? Yes. Completed base quest. No. Incomplete base quest. The base quest we're looking at is going to be the Globe of Annihilation, Total Annihilation, so the 400 stacks. So we're going to be looking to see if Asmodan can get the 400 stacks, and with that, let's go ahead and get us into the game and introduce the players. Welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Division E matchup of 30 Seconds to Mosh versus the side of Yavapai County Municipal Youth Center Chess and Swim Team Story. Oh, wait. Meme 1, a Yavapai... No, I'm just kidding. Left-hand side, as I mentioned, for 30 Seconds to Mosh, they'll have a Leoric, Rhaegar, Asmodan, May, Zagara. For the right-hand side, we are going to be having the Tassadar, Brightwing, Samuro, Artanis, and Nubarek for Swim. Now, we're not looking at level 1. We're looking at baseline Annihilation. 400 stacks. Will Asmodan finish those 400 stacks by the end of the game? Get your gambles in. And as a reminder, for the level 1, you do not get extra stackage. It does deal 15% more damage to non-heroic targets, so you might be able to get the minion wave cleared a little bit faster. But it's not like Purple, Gluttony, where you get stacks off of, increased stacks off of hitting enemy heroes, or it's not like Wrath, where auto attacks on targets below 75% HP will yield extra stackage. So, there you go. Get your gambles in. Get your gambles in on Asmodan Annihilation. Should have called it All Your Base Are Belong to Us. I think Yavapai, every single season, Yavapai adds in more words to their egregiously long team name. So maybe one day they could actually add that in on top of what they already have, Wildfire. 3,000 to 1,300. We got some big gambles on this. I like to see it. I like to see it. Infest Zagara level 1. We've got Heat Transfer on the Mei. As I mentioned, Greed for the Azmodan. Colossal Totem, and Consume Vitality. On the opposing side, it is going to be that Nerubian Armor, Amateur Opponent, Way of the Wind, Hypershift, and Psi Infusion. If anyone was listening and wondering what the talents are, Zagara Creep is going to be cleared out by a Blade Dash of Sarah Lynn. Born to Shine and friends will grab a camp on the left. Galactos is able to help out Tassadar. Camps being grabbed all around the map as Azmodan moves his way into mid. Oh, as a reminder, if you're watching here on Twitch, be sure to drop a follow. Costs $0. If you'd like to support further, it's always much appreciated. If you're watching on the YouTube side of things, always be sure to like and subscribe so we can grow the YouTube channel. As we are on our way to 1,000 subs on that channel, but we still got a ways to go, so every little bit helps and is appreciated. First seed up and available, bottom right of the map, positioning favoring the side of Swim. We'll see if they're going to be pressured by the enemy, or if this is just going to be the side of 30 Seconds to Mosh just continuing to grab camps and soaking up waves, letting the seed go to the enemy. And I mean, you only need you need 3 seeds to get the summoning, so this is, it's fine to give away 1, depending on the positioning. So Samuro finishes out this camp. He has the one with the wind levels 4, while Samuro's Windwalk active for 3 seconds after breaking it. Both he and his mirror images gain 30 armor, taking 30 reduced damage from all sources. Dream Shot for Brightwing. That's like a 30% range, 50% range increase. Azmodan with a dunk out, delays once. Brightwing denies free stackage to Azmodan as she backs away. Swap from the Artanis. Brightwing is uninterrupted. Will she get a phase shift? Yes, she will. Immediately onto a Nubarak, and he's back to full. Ish. Continued dunks out from Azmodan. Rhaegar tries to help out, Mei as well, but no stackage off that wave. Zagara's got a massive wave in top, and keep in mind, that infests level 1. Nearby range minions deal additional 125% damage, plus an additional 1% per 1,000 siege Zagara has dealt. Can be toggled on and off. Also, Zagara has not Medusa Blaze. She has Serrated Spines level 4, and she'll be autoing and getting stacks off these clones. Granted, the captain is taking a lot of damage and probably will have to Hearth to reset. Maybe tap Well. Let's see. Well is available. You can actually see that healing over time in the top left of your screen. Blade Dash from the Artanis, and nothing else to follow up from that. Seed to spawn in the top center of the map. We'll have 7 talent tier on both sides. Drain Hope attempted. No, that's it. All right. Okay, so second seed up. This is in neutral position, as I mentioned, and I don't think the side of 30 Seconds to Mosh want to give this away. Purification for the Rhaegar level 7, which has got a lot of additional things on top of the multiple additional other stuff. But the big thing to note, though, is going to be Purge's reduce the cooldown of Purge by 15 seconds. So that means it is at currently 45 seconds of cooldown, and you also have the abilities on enemies and allies. But you have a few more abilities on both of those, but we'll focus in on that a little bit later. Right now, Azmodan summons a Demonic Warrior over the wall to delay. Is there a dunk onto Brightwing? Yes, there is. Mei already got the delay, unfortunately, so little overlap. Full W build for the Anubarak, which is nice. Soothing Miss activated by Brightwing. She has that critical miss. No, she doesn't. She actually peekaboo level 7. No Soothing Mist or Critical Mist to be picked up. Azmodan with another dunk. 60 stacks currently. Triple channel, double Demonic Warriors, and also a Lieutenant to try and delay this out, but the seed still goes over the side of Swim. And level 7 for the Azmodan, Master Destruction, faster wave clear. You QE the wave, and that's going to be an easy way to clear things out and get your stackage faster. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. We'll check on the stackage and things a little bit later. 38 autos for the Zagara. She did go Bile Drop level 7. Try and pick up some free stackage off the multi-Samuro clones that I don't believe, well, they're not microed right now since we don't have Illusion Master, but we probably going to be Bladestorm Samuro. We'll see. We'll see if it's Bladestorm Samuro. I'd like to see Illusion Master. I'd like to see that micro, but understandable if not. third seed of the game could be over to the side of Swim as well, as it's going to be 10 talent tier popping up at the top of your screen soon. Right now, the experience difference is a couple hundred, not really that much, as there's only been one kill, and that's only yielded just about 400 experience inside of Swim. Samuro grabs camp, 10 talent tier on the right. Suppression Pulse, Cocoon, Black Hole, Blink Heal, Blade Storm, and Cocoon, I already said. Entomb will connect onto the Artanis. We have a Black Hole from Tassadar. Asmodan has Demonic Invasion. I think he actually summoned it in this fight. Ancestral Healing will not connect onto the Leoric in time. Puts it on a 10-second cooldown. It's a Nidus Network Zagara. She wants to play macro. And meanwhile, Samuro is trying to chase her down. He's gonna pop all these mirror images. He's getting decent damage. The captain one auto away, but Shan is unable to get that kill. Has to back away using the Blade Storm. And keep in mind, Blade Storm does give you armor. And that allows Shan to back away without falling here. Almost taking down Zagara, who looks like she'll hearth out for full. We've got a decent wave in top, but this is going to be objective phase to the side of Swim. Mid lane opening up quite a bit. Top lane push back. Garden Terrors don't actively lose health over time like Web Weavers do. Garden Terrors lose health when they auto attack. So the less a Garden Terrors to auto attack, the better. So top lane, you can actually see it lost a little bit of HP, but that's just from autoing onto the wave. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Fort should be confirmed with how many people are down here. Mid lane is saved. One Overgrowth plant will be spawning. Shan in top lane is continuing to siege in with the Garden Terror as Anub'arak has found himself a Born to Shine, but it looks like Rhaegar will not be picked off. The bottom lane Fort goes down. Ice Wall out from the Mei. Doesn't find anyone. Phase shift from Brightwing connecting onto the Artanis, who looks to pressure onto Leoric further. Unfortunately, no more damage will be applied. 30 seconds to Mosh. They save their they save their top and mid fort. Meanwhile, though, Samuro is just gonna PvE and deal some decent damage. 30 on this camp, a minute, 17 seconds. Looks like Samuro's gonna invade over here, and Zagara's gonna respect that. Oh no, the allies were rotating up. I was like, this is weird. This is weird aggression from Zagara. I don't know if I like this. And no, she was stepping back in because the allies were rotating in. I apologize. It looks like Leoric was picked off by the Artanis. And that was in bottom lane. I couldn't find the Artanis on the minimap, but there he is. It looks like bottom lane there was a 1v1. A respectful 1v1, and Leoric is going to cheat death here. Let's respawn a little bit faster. Not too bad. Thirteens will be picked up off. Oh, wait, hold on. Ancestral Healing onto Hunter X in top lane. Shockray coming out from Tassadar as well. Cocoon. Try to break Rhaegar out. Anub'arak looking for the angle for maybe a combo, a CC combo. Not sure, actually. Didn't pop anything. Ice Wall from the Mei will connect into Anub'arak. Blizzard underneath as well. And he's able to burrow. He actually burrows right back into the Blizzard. Looks for the stun. And a phase shift from Brightwing into top lane. Artanis managing mid or bottom. Samuro will go deal with mid lane. He's actually going to Blade Storm the minion wave. Let his mirror images tank tower shots. And maybe he's going to swap off to a mirror image that isn't tanking tower shots. Wanting to take down this fort, but as the Sakuchi level 13 is able to short distance teleport away.
Collect the seed.
And he's going to be fully invisible for a few as he's standing still, so. Asmodan doesn't discover him. Another seed is up and available. Fourth seed of the game could go over to Swim as well. Dunk in from Asmodan, 128 stacks for him. Mid fort's gone down to the Samuro, who's currently split. But he's gonna flank into this team fight. Blade Storm up in 13 seconds. Black Hole from Tassadar, a decent Entomb from Leoric as well. Meanwhile, Samuro jumps onto the captain. Artanis goes down. Anub'arak trades. Ice Wall will be onto Anub'arak here. The laser actually persisted afterwards, or during the Ice Wall. It's kind of funny. Cocoon onto Rhaegar, no Ancestral for 12 seconds, but hey, there's no chain heals coming out either. Raka gets a chain heal, able to Wraith Walk away. Nicely done, Asmodan. 144 on his stackage. Does have the Kaidea's Kiss. Would like to see the Hellgate level 16. Siege Giants and Catapult in bottom are getting getting massive value. Seed will go over to the side of Swim. I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, this is looking better and better for Swim. Swim looking pretty good to here. Azmodan with the quick clear into top lane. Samuro rotates up and drops Azmodan nearly to 50%. Actually does drop him to 50%, forces the well tap. May and Rhaegar grab this camp for bottom. Zagara clears things out. What's Zagara at on her stackage right now for Infest? 55% bonus damage. Wow. Invade under the camp over here. Ice Wall from May. You've got a black hole coming out from Tassadar. May is pushed off. Leoric tries to get in here. Nubrak burrow charges in. A blizzard comes down from May, and that zones back the enemy. Samuro, top lane, gonna go ahead and try and steal this away. Does the Zagara creep show him on this? Oh wow, it doesn't actually. Kind of does actually if you're paying attention. You'd see that right there.
Gather that seed for
But it's funny that the creep doesn't completely show that. Anyways, Zagara is just too late, unfortunately. She'll be able to clear this out in lane. 2 out of 3 seeds to the side of Swim. Man, Swim's gotten 5 seeds in a row. Back to back to back to back to back seeds. Samuro wants to take down Azmodan, won't be able to do so. Swaps to a different mirror image. Sakuchi's towards top lane. Oh boy, we also have pressed the attack for Samuro.
seed sprouting.
It's just looking so good for the side of Swim here, chat. 12.5 minutes in, they continue pressure with Samuro into top lane. Born to Shine is going to jump in here. Leoric is pushed back by a black hole of Tassadar. Tassadar stuck inside May's ice wall. Samuro is going to split in top lane. I don't think Zagara is up there. Not honestly sure where. Oh no, she's actually in the team fight. She's inside a cocoon right now. Ancestor Healing will connect onto Moby1. Laser onto Aura Luna. And a shock ray from Tassadar goes out, kissing a few enemies. Nice force wall from Tassadar right there. And Samuro, meanwhile, is going to be able to grab this objective, I believe, uninterrupted. No, Azmodan has a delay?
Hero slain.
Nubra, no, they don't get the. Oh wait, he did get delayed by something. Okay, he's just gonna wind walk away. I don't think there's any. Yeah, I don't think there's any delays on the Born to Shine or Hunter X here. So nicely done. Finally, a seed over to the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. Finally, they're able to pick up a seed here. And they're going to steal away the enemy side camp. Samuro gets a free fort in top, I do believe. One mirror image is actually working on the Zagara, oh, what's the word for it? Nidus Network. Samuro will clear that out quickly. Decent siege wave in bottom. Azmodan going to manage that. 180 stacks. He'll get... Oh, no, he's just focusing onto the minion wave, okay. Or the siege giant wave. Ice Wall from May going out. Zones Tannis.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Okay. Nicely done. Mithril Mace. We're going to see the protective coating and the jagged barbs. Jagged barbs. Jagged barbs. Which increases Zagara's range by 1.1 when she's on creep. Yes. What is her baseline range? Is it like 6.6? It is. So when Zagara is standing on creep, it jumps up to 7.7. And another Garden Terror phase over to the side of Swim. They get not really back-to-back, but close enough. So Garden Terrors will be pushing in, and it's looking sketchy for the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. I'm not going to lie. Samuro looks like he's going to join into the allies, start working on this fort front gate. Just about every heroic and charges are available. Actually, not for Zagara and Nidus Network, but that's whatever. Black Hole for Tassadar is the one on cooldown, still 25 to go on that. Overgrowth Seed in mid. Ice Wall from the May. Azmodan's done with his level 1 stacks, but that's not the quest that we're looking for. We're looking for those 400 stacks on Annihilation as he does summon the Demonic Invasion to try and zone this back. The Garden Terror in mid lane is going to get 50% of the keep as it doesn't get the slam at the end there. Garden Terror in top pushing in only gets about 25%, maybe less than that. And Samuro in bottom lane will continue to auto through this fort. The minion wave is here, and he's fine. Pop the mirror images, Sakuchi away. He's out of there. Not even taking the dunk damage. Hot dang, chat. Hot diggity dang. What a game number 2. Towelies boy, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content. Much appreciated. 20 talent tier almost here for the right-hand side for Swim. As I mentioned, Asmodee at 228 stacks, so we'll see what he goes into at level 20. Seems like he's kind of going E-build, so maybe we'll see continued upgrades on his Master of Destruction. No, it's All Shall Burn. Nubrak has discovered a Nidus network of Cigar, clears that out. Rewind, Windstrider, excuse me. Orbital Bombardment from Artanis. Invisible Friends, and Force Barrier for the Tassadar. Still half a level or so to go for the members of 30 Seconds to Mosh. 2 to 4 in kills, favoring Swim as Asmodee dunks out onto the wave, trying to just push things back a little bit and get some extra stackage on that baseline.
Another seed is about to sprout here.
Nubrak lands an Impale onto Raka, but I don't think they're going to try and follow that up. There's an Ice Wall onto a Nubrak, but I think he's fine out of this. Yeah, he's going to burrow. Not even stunned. Oh, good Entomb, but where's the follow-up damage? Cigar still working on top lane. Raka gets the Ancestor healing. Asmodee with the clear onto the Cocoon as he continues to dunk out. Suppression Pulse from the Artanis. Asmodee summons the Demonic Warriors to try and help out, and Nubrak with the speed is able to break the connection of the All Shall Burn. And during all this, Cigar, as I mentioned, she was in top lane, she's pushing things back, and she's able to soak up for 20 for the allies. Leoric, what are you going to be going into? Probably Buried Alive, I assume. Yep, Buried Alive. We've got the Elemental Conduit for Rhaegar, so activate to gain Lightning Shield and grant all nearby allied heroes a shield equal to 10% of their maximum health for 5 seconds. For up to 5 seconds after activating, hitting an enemy hero with this effect. Lightning Shield gives nearby ally shield equal to 51.5%. Okay, I don't see Elemental Conduit like ever for Rhaegar's. It's always Farseer's Blessing. There's the Sin's Grasp, as I mentioned. Going to go into the All Shall Burn upgrade. We've got the Flash Freeze from May. Endless Creep. The cast range for Creep Tumor is increased by 2,000%. Creep Tumors now last 600 seconds, and while on Creep, Zagar gains an additional 10% movement speed. Black Hole from Tassadar pushed into the corner. There's going to be a Cocoon on to Asmodee. The Electric Fence out as well. Entomb from Leoric. Doesn't seem like it's really any side winning out in this team fight. Some low health bars on both sides. Blue team actually losing a little bit more here as 30 Seconds to Mosh now need to back away. Leoric is doing their best to Wraith walk out, 200-something HP. And it looks like Born to Shine was able to get that extra healing in. Nubrak Burrows focusing on the Born to Shine. 2, 1, Ancestral's up. Samuro, meanwhile, actually those, I think bottom lane fort went down, or bottom lane keep I think went down to the catapult. Samuro's trying to push up mid. Cigar's managing top. Asmodee lands a laser onto the Nubrak. Another seed will be spawning. Leoric goes down to Samuro, and we're 19 minutes in, and one keep's already fallen. There's still forts in mid and bottom, so that means consistent catapult pressure through bottom lane with no matching. Periodic catapult pressure in mid, and same thing in top, but there is the periodic catapult to match into the opposing side. So at least there's that. 2 out of 3 seeds will go over to the side of Swim, and I gotta say, this is just rough for the side of 30 Seconds to Mosh. This is just, it feels so bad to be in this position where you're so turtled up and you just can't take team fights. And you're gonna have to just hemorrhage structures and objective phasings to the enemy. Samuro continuing to harass. I think he might have bit off more than he can chew here. Woohoo! He launched from mid lane keep to top lane lane. Asmodee managing the catapults here in bottom lane. 286 stacks on that baseline for the gamblers in chat. 88 actually as he dumps out onto bottom lane wave. Another seed. This could be Garden Tear to the side of Swim. Granted, Samuro's dead for 40 seconds. I think this is the opportunity for 30 Seconds to Mosh to play aggressive. Granted, there's a bush party being set up right now. May shows. Artanis jumps in immediately. Ice Wall coming out from May. Suppression Pulse from the Artanis as he is going to be rooted for a second. There's a big Entomb from Leoric. Not really sure. Okay, there's the angle for it. Couldn't see anything. We do have Artanis falling. That's actually a big kill pickup for 30 Seconds to Mosh. They do have Siege Giants on their core that need to be dealt with. Zagara probably will go back for that. They do get the seed. There's a Nidus network, and she has one back over here at the Hall of Storms. So core shielding will get scratched, but Zagara's going to manage all of that. Top lane's got a decent wave, and I gotta say, chat, maybe. 30 seconds to Mosh. They got some momentum in their hands. Next seed going to be bottom center of the map. 2 out of 3 seeds on both sides. Could be Garden Terror, third Garden Terror for Swim. Or we could be seeing the first Garden Terror for 30 seconds to Mosh, and maybe they can open up the map a little bit further. They've only taken down one structure on the enemy side, as Asmodan's at 308 stacks. Zagara, by the way, her level 1 Infest, currently has 125% bonus damage on top of the addition. Is that 250 damage? Is that 250%? Does it scale like that? Is it additive? Like nearby ranged minions deal an additional 125 damage plus an additional 1%. Yeah, so it's currently 255 damage? Is that right? That's a lot. That's a lot. Actually, can I find Zagara near a minion? I can check the scaling. Well, looks like we're actually going to be looking at Samuro takes down mid lane keep. He's going to push up a wave really quickly. Going to Blade Storm this, I assume. Yep, there's that. Asmodan tries to laser. There's the Demonic Invasion as well. Entomb from Leorc will catch the Artanis. Anubrak looking to back away here. Soothing Mist activated by the Brightwing. Samuro jumps in. There's going to be a potential dive onto Anubrak. He does go down. Mithril Mace finished out by by Leoric. Samuro able to jump away towards the top of our screen. Siege Giants and stuff are on core, and Samuro's looking to just go core with this. Samuro's like literally like just delay out their backs. And he's gonna get some percent. I mean, he's getting guaranteed damage right now. Serlin goes down, so they're sacrificing a lot for Samuro to try and end against Zagara. And I don't know about this, especially with Asmodan back into the mix. And yeah, Samuro gets more than 50% of the core. That is big, but Garden Terror will go over to the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. And did Swim give up too much to try and backdoor this core? Did Swim give up too much for backdoor? Well, I'm gonna find out here in a moment. Bottom lane is managed before it even collapses onto the fort. We've got mid lane. I mean, the Garden Terror is still all the way back there, but this fort looks like it should fall. 354 stacked, by the way, on the Asmodan. And meanwhile in bottom lane... Samuro, he's going to push up the wave here. He's got Blade Storm in 5 or so seconds. Zagara's already back with the Nidus network. Rhaegar, May, they've already Hearth back as well. This is probably going to be disengaged from Samuro. Unless Leorc finds a great Entomb. Unless Leorc finds a god tier Entomb here. But Samuro's got movement speed, and Samuro doesn't. Or Leorc doesn't, so Samuro's out of here. Top lane Garden Terror pushing in. Mid fort's the only thing that's really fallen. Top lane Keep Front Gate is going to take some damage. What's up, Cav? How you doing, bud? We're doing Resident Evil 7 crowd control on Saturday, by the way. Resident Evil 7 crowd control. It seems like that's what people wanted in Discord, so that's what we're going to do. There were 7 people that voted for it, so I expect there to be at least 7 viewers. That's what I expect. We'll see what happens. We'll see what actually happens. 777. I would love 777 average viewers. That'd be amazing. Samuro's still trying to take down... Uh-oh! Is Samuro caught out here? Face shift from Brightwing, Earthgrasp Totem. He gets the mirror images. Oh, the mirror images broke the face shift, it looks like. Suppression Pulse, Sakuchi. How is he out of this? How's he out of this? God dang.
A new seed is set to sprout.
25.5 minutes in, 49%. But keep in mind, there's a lot of shielding on this core. What's the point of shielding? 11,000 points of shielding, 10,701 points, 10,702 points of HP. So still like about 22,000 like damage needs to be dealt. Gross. I am gross. I agree. 2 out of 3 seeds to the side of Swim. They could get this Garden Terror spawning in their favor. The Auric Wraith walking in. Buried Alive is available, looking for a good target. Samura's ending. Samura's currently ending. Zagara, she's going to try and get out of here. She's looking like she's going to hearth. Samura's already worked through 50% of the shielding. 50% of the shielding's already dropping to that core. Zagara's made it back to the Hall of Storms. Let's actually bake it. Let's jump over here. Samura's able to just jump around this core. The shielding is gone. 40%, 30%. They're stopping the backs currently, and it looks like Zagara gets the kill. Rhaegar goes down in the trade. A very low Anubra gets a phase shift the last second from Brightwing. Artanis is unable to get his value. 39% on that core. Flash freeze. Nope, that was just going to be cryo freeze activated. And dunk from Asmodan as Brightwing's trying to back away. Zagara manages bottom, and Tassadar does fall as well. Picked up by the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. It's 10-6 in kills. 1 out of 3 seeds to the members of our blue team. And they got 1 keep available, but they're hanging in there. They are hanging in there as best as they can. Asmodan is done with baseline stacking, so we'll pay out the people for that one at the end of the game. Samuro has tried 2 times to backdoor the core. First time he got like 51% off the core. Second time he got 10% off the core. I do believe went from 49 to 39 here. But he, as I mentioned, he has a lot of shielding to get through, so it still is a defensive amount of shielding. And death timers, they're long, but there's really far pushed out waves, so it took a while for this wave to get pushed into bottom. And now the members of Swim need to defend their keep. Asmodan is working on a camp, but he keeps leashing it because he's going out of range. Okay, Tassadar's back up. Samuro's going to find Hunter here. Drops the... Oh, drops the... Demonic Invasion. Sorry, Rain of Destruction kept coming into my head then. I was just like, that's not right. Cocoon onto Leoric. Bit of pressure over here on the right-hand side on a polymorphed Asmodan. Not sure why he was over there. Probably a swap from the Artanis. Ice Wall from May goes out. Aura Luna very low on this Tassadar, just poking out from afar. Big black hole will group up the enemy heroes here. And does he have the Blitz at level 20? No, but either way, it doesn't matter. That's still going to be a mop-up on this team fight. It's looking like a lone Moby-1 is going to do their best to back away. Aura Luna with the channel. Moby-1 going to the right, but that's just to create some space. Yeah, they're going core. They're ending right here, right now. All right, with that, is confirmed. Swim is going to take the core in 28 minutes and 53 seconds. A hard-fought Garden Terror game, and 30 seconds to Mosh. They put up a good fight, but they will not be able to roll back this series. Woo! Choose outcome. Yes, completed baseline quest. 144 dings for the Zagara. Good games, good games. If you had fun, be sure to drop a follow or subscribe.